It's Jennifer from Soul Source Tarot, and I'm here to do an update for Virgo. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And the timing, well, the near future, if this reading is for you. Alright, this reading may or may not be for you. Look at that, came flying out and flipped over. Romance is in the air, Virgo. So in the very near future, romance is probably going to be in the spotlight. Okay, whether you're looking for it or not, it's somehow affecting your life. Romance is in the air, you know. So what else do we got for Virgo? Oh, this one's reversed. Just disappointment in some affair. So I wonder if there's been a split or some sort of cuts. Maybe you've already had that. Maybe it's time to start over. Start with a clean slate. Start up a new chapter, you know. This is like where there's obviously been some sort of cut or split, and now maybe you got a new page, you know, or you're starting over. That's what it feels like to me. What else do we have for Virgo? This one's reversed. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. That's going down below. So I feel like something has ended, obviously. Something already has ended. Like I said, maybe it didn't come to fruition, or it didn't blossom, or there wasn't no fertility, or there was some sort of delay in it coming to fruition, or something just didn't pan out. And now there's been some sort of I feel like it's whatever has happened is gone. It's like when there's been a split, say the piece of paper has been cut and now it's over, right? That part is over. You crumple it up, you throw it away, you start over. There is something new that is starting up after something didn't grow, or it didn't pan out, or obviously it didn't last. So there's something new here. It didn't pan out for a reason, whatever it was. It feels like the disappointment is over, though. If there was disappointment, there's no more disappointment. It feels like it's like it's over, it's done. What else do we have for Virgo? What's done is done. Something didn't, it's almost like when, you know, the seed is planted, but then it doesn't fertilize correctly, you know, or it doesn't grow, it doesn't get the nutrients that it needed or whatever, and it goes dormant or it dies, you know, and it happened for whatever reason. Now we have I feel like a fresh start. Pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams, your daydreams, your night dreams, your life dreams. Really pay attention to your dreams, because they're talking to you. Oh, we got money going down the drain. Well, that sucks. What else? Act now, think later. Almost so far for this segment, I think everybody's gotten this. I think Gemini got it, Virgo got it, and now, well, you're Virgo, Taurus, and now you. So act now, think later. Act now, think later. So it's time of action, that's for sure. Right now, during this period, all three signs that I've done so far for this segment have gotten that card. It is definitely a time of action. Emotional outburst ahead. Well, that's fun. All right, there's an emotional outburst ahead. May have something to do with money or a loss. It could certainly have something to do with a loss. Could even be maybe there's been some sort of financial cuts. Or there's obviously been some cuts. Those scissors are there. There's definitely been some sort of emotional disappointment, emotional loss. 444. 444 is angel protection, universal protection, invisible forces. All is well when you see 444. This is something coming to fruition, and it is divinely guided. And also, this is pay attention to the signs. And we have pay attention to the dreams here. Pay attention to your dreams and pay attention to the signs. You're going to be receiving messages through your deep dreams. And when I say dreams, I say night dreams, but also daydreams. Okay? And also through signs. You're going to be receiving lots of signs that are trying to guide you. That's messages from your angels. They're trying to guide you through signs. So really pay attention. You're on the right path. Keep going. And this is some sort of protection, okay? So, and do not be afraid to ask your angels for help at this time. This is an angel number. So there is some sort of protection here, and there's something to do with building a foundation. Fours are about foundations, they're about stabilities, they're about commitments. What else do we have for Virgo? Pay attention to your dreams. We do have some sort of financial loss. Act now, think later. Act now, think later. Do not hold it in. Maybe you need to let something out. I don't know. There are some invisible forces here. Somebody's lost something. They've lost something that was of value. Could be you, could be somebody that you're dealing with. Oh. Okay. Stop lying to yourself. Oh, we have a moving van. I don't know if we got 5. We have a gold digger. Well, that's fun. We have the world, which is a major completion, and then memento mori, which is everything dies. Remember that. So pay attention to your life right now, because you don't live forever, right? I mean, that's what memento mori is. It's remembering that everything dies. So live your best life while you possibly can. And I gotta tell you, I feel like there is, whatever the spiritual guidance is, or these invisible forces are, you know, or angels, or whatever it is, it does have something to do with loss. It has something to do with death. You know, there's something about another world too. So I wonder if there's somebody that is in another era or another universe per se that is guiding you. Stop lying to yourself. This is moving. Maybe there's some moving costs. Somebody's moving. This is a moving van. Act now, think later. There's a gold digger here. There could be somebody that is coming from a distance. I would say that you need to be careful. Make sure that you're being practical. Make sure that you're being realistic. We have a major completion here. I mean, the world is a graduation. We have what goes around comes around. We have coming together as one as well. So we have the major completion of a cycle where there's been some sort of loss because of this gold digger, whoever the gold digger is, whether it's you or somebody that you're dealing with. And we have romance in the air here as well, because roses represent romance. Emotional outburst ahead. Be prepared. There could be some jealousy here. Maybe somebody's jealous that you're moving on. There's something to do with moving. Pay attention to your dreams. Stop lying to yourself. You need to block something. You need to block something. Maybe it's somebody. Maybe it's somebody from afar. That's what it feels like to me. It's time to move on. It's time to move on from something that has cost you quite a bit. It's cost you a lot. Whatever this is, it feels like it's time to move on. You need to take action right now, right now, right now. We do have a lesson learned with that world card. This lesson has to do with life and death. It does. It has to do with life. It has to do with an era or an existence as well. Emotional outburst ahead. This emotional outburst is going to cause a major completion. It's going to cause an ending, because that's what the world card is. It's the end of a significant phase or cycle where I feel like there's been some significant greed here, where somebody's been really, really, really greedy. What else do we have for Virgo? Lesson learned. There's a lesson learned that has caused somebody's evolution. We have a major completion. We have success with the world card. Lesson learned. This does have to do with a gold digger. Act now, think later. You're being divinely guided. You're going to be receiving lots of messages, lots of signs, not only through your dreams, but other signs as well. I'd really pay attention to moving vans or box trucks or construction vehicles. I don't know where that's coming from. I usually know whatever comes out, comes out. Pay attention to your dreams. Stop lying to yourself. It's time to move on. It's time to move on from a situation. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about peace on earth. I don't know where that's coming from. Whatever it is. And peace within yourself. You know, you only live once. Ooh, definitely something here that is very costly. right? That's lack of independence. There's definitely some sort of gold digger here. There could be somebody's looking for a handout. They're looking for, you know, money to gain access to somebody's money. Be very, very, very careful. There could be some sort of exploitation here as well. So be very careful for that. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your intuition. There's something about independent action that you need to take. You need to take care of yourself. I hope you know your value. I hope you know your worth. Maybe this is a lesson about your value, about your worth, about your capabilities as well. Nine of Pentacles reverse can be a termination. It can be a termination. It can be a loss. Somebody could be leaving somewhere. They could be experiencing a big financial loss due to maybe lack of discipline. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles reverse can be somebody needs to have the discipline. They must take action right now to bring security back to their own lives. This is about independent action. There's something that you need to do for yourself. You are quite capable of taking care of yourself, but you have to make the move that you need to make. Maybe you're spending too much money. This can be making poor financial decisions as well. There could be some sort of superficiality here. You don't waste your money on appearances. Okay, don't. Save your money. Save your money. I don't know where that's coming from. It's not about appearances are fake, right? There's something to do with fake, and there's lack of self-discipline here. So I would say that you need to take good care of yourself. Stop wasting your money. You need discipline right now. Right now, right now, right now. You do have a lot to offer. Maybe you don't know that you have a lot to offer. Maybe you're trying to make yourself be somebody that you're not. And I don't know where that's coming from. Whatever comes out, comes out. Romance is in the air. This has something to do with independence as well. So, you know, maybe some of you are very independent and you don't want to give up your independence. Or some of you don't want to be alone as well. Sometimes we have people that stay with people just for the money. That's where we get gold diggers for, just because they don't want to be alone. Okay, so just pay attention to all that. Act now, think later. Must find the discipline. You complete you. Nobody completes you. You complete you. Somebody's made some poor decisions, and it has to, these decisions, whether it's you or somebody else, these decisions have been to project some sort of security, some sort of secure exterior, which is actually very insecure and costly. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is beware of false beginnings. Seriously, choose wisely. Make wise choices for yourself. You need to listen to yourself. You need to take action for yourself. This has to do with options, exploring options. You have multiple options. Choose wisely. This is unstable choices, unstable, you know, insecure. There's insecurities here. And this is false impressions. It really is. So there's definitely some sort of false impressions here. All right, now think later. Choose wisely. Do you know your value? Do you know your worth? Are you projecting something? Pay attention to your dreams. And find the inner discipline to make better choices. You need to make better choices. There's definitely options here. Something is shifting. The energy is shifting. I mean, that's a positive turn. It's a positive shift. And it's interesting because it's right next to that world. So this is definitely a major completion of a cycle, of a chapter. This is typically good news that is coming. Good luck. Luck is on your side. Maybe you've already had some significant financial loss. Maybe it's from a move, somebody moving out, or you moving, or maybe there was a scam even. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles, and we have a gold digger. There certainly could be some sort of scamming going on here. Seven of Cups is consequences for the choices that you make. So choose very, very wisely. Oh my goodness gracious. Pay attention to the messages. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to yourself. Beware of false impressions. Beware of false beginnings. That is definitely here. Act now, think later. This is a positive turn. It's a positive shift in a new direction. It's the end of a cycle, maybe of confusion and loss. Maybe it's the end of a cycle of poor choices. You know, maybe somebody's been exploring their options and it's been costing them a lot. Maybe they've been going overboard. This can be drinking too much or doing too much of something. You know, overextending oneself. This is lots of possessions as well. So there could definitely be some sort of materialism here. Anyhow, we have, this is the end of a cycle. There's something happening that is destined, that is fated. This is a destined turn. This is something happening that is positive. What else? Woo! Justice. Justice is a fair and just decision. When justice comes out upright in your reading, it typically means that everything is going to turn out as it should in your favor. Okay, this is your reading. So I would say that if you're dealing with any legalities or decisions or contracts, that things should go in your favor. Justice is a fair and just decision. It's a realignment. It's a balancing of the scales. It's making decisions based on the facts, based on the truth, based on the laws, right? Destined, fated events. Justice is being served. There's some sort of truth that is coming out. This truth is going to change things. I would be ready, because that memento mori is change. Death is change. It's final, right? You know, making a decision. This has to do with a contract. There's divine guidance here. There's invisible forces. We do have the laws of karma here. These both represent karma. So they're laws of karma. We have a gold digger here that, I don't know if this gold digger is going overboard, whether it's you or somebody else. The end of a cycle. This is a final decision based on the facts, based on the truth. We may have somebody here that cannot control their emotions because of the new direction, the new cycle. Whether it's you or somebody else. There's no toleration for lies, and something is happening in there. This is typically justice in your favor, a fair and just decision in your favor. There's protection here. I don't know if it has to if there's a contract here that is coming into play, that is meant to be, that is well, it seems to be very justified. It seems to be it ends in success, whatever this is, because this is success. And what is that emotional outburst ahead? We have somebody here that is unstable, that is insecure, that is looking for a handout, that is going overboard, going too far, doesn't earn their wealth. There's some sort of projection here. Romance is in the air. Something is happening that is coming to fruition now. This is weighing out the options and a fair and just decision being made that ends some sort of confusion, because this is confusion and this is truth. Something is happening. There's been some sort of confusion and the truth is coming out and justice is being served, but this is typically in your favor. The end of a cycle where there's been some sort of maybe even illusion, fantasy. And there is some sort of consequences here, but it's the end, okay? Because we have the end of a contract, the end of some sort of illusion. This could be becoming disillusioned. Somebody's becoming disillusioned and it's springing them into action. There could even be some theft here, just saying. Romance is in the air. Justice is being served. A fair and just decision that is going to go in your favor. Something positive is happening. Well, I mean, that's what it looks like. It's a good time to start new things. It is, because this is the end of a cycle. Romance is in the air. Something is happening that is meant to happen. You could find yourself at the right place at the right time. There's some sort of event here. It feels like there's an event. Taking risks. Woo. You're going to take a big risk, are you? This is about doing the right thing and acting with integrity, too. before it's too late. This is literally doing the right thing, acting with the integrity, doing the right thing, whatever, before it's too late. There's definitely some sort of recognition here and the end of an era, absolutely. Anyhow, taking risks. When you draw this card, it's time to step beyond your normal everyday life. Take some risks, face your fears, do things in a new and even unorthodox way. Listen more to your inner voice than to the voices and opinions of others. Rather than running from potential failure, embrace it. History has shown that those willing to face failure will often succeed in a massive way later. And this is failure, right? So if there's been failure, don't be afraid to take risks, okay? It's time to take risks. Things are going to turn out in your favor. I'm telling you what. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to your dreams. They're going to guide you. Listen, okay? History has shown that those who are willing to face failure, and this is failure, and this is loss. So you've had some sort of loss that maybe due to poor choices. Lesson learned. That's a lesson learned. Seriously. Rather than running from potential failure, embrace it. History has shown that those willing to face failure will often succeed in a massive way later. So something that the energy is shifting. Okay, this is the end of a cycle of, I want to say, being taken advantage of and also making poor financial decisions, superficial decisions in the past. Good luck.